everybody, welcome to Butterfly Talk. This is Sylvia again, your host, and I'm here with my little angel girl, and I wanted to show her to you because the mug of the day is this one. Happy Cat Lady. Doesn't she look just like her? She's so funny. Anyway, welcome to the show. Today I wanted to talk about helping bereaved parents. And I know this is a channel for special need parents and EB parents in particular. So why do I want to talk about helping bereaved parents? I think it's because being in the special needs community, you will come across parents, you will befriend parents who have special needs children who then will lose them. And this is very true with many conditions, and it's very true with my son has, with recessive dystrophic epidermolysis bullosa. So, okay, you can go. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and give you some tips. I have 8 tips that came from my book, Butterfly Child. But before I get started, of course, my 2 things I always show you is my shirt. And this is I Fight For the Fragile Butterflies. I love the shirt. It is so cute. It was given to me by the Butterfly Fund. Butterfly Fund was an organization that helped children with EB. And they actually helped Nikki. There was one particular instance where they helped a lot. We were given as a gift, as a Make-A-Wish, with this organization in England, the Schofield. I'll put the link, I believe that I can remember the name, but the Schofield Memorial Fund, something like that. And they had given Nikki a trip to Alaska, a cruise to Alaska, which was fantastic. We were so excited, but the cruise left from Seattle, and so we needed help getting to Seattle, and so the Butterfly Fund stepped in, and they helped us getting our trip to Seattle, flight to Seattle for all 4 of us. So that was awesome. At the time, we didn't have the funds to just spend it on a flight, So anyway, so that was wonderful. Then the other thing is the earrings that I want to talk about. I have so many butterfly earrings. These, of course, are more dragonflies. And I've heard one specific EB mom, which I love, and she said, butterflies are more for girls. We have boys, so why don't we have dragonflies? And I think it's great. I think I interchange them a lot. I use butterflies, I use dragonflies. For my book, of course, I use Butterfly Child, but it's all blue, right? So that's how I work it. Okay, well, blue butterfly because he's a boy. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So this is towards the end of the book. I have how to help bereaved parents. So here we are. Number 1, send a card and flowers. Truly, it's the least you can do. I would even go as far as saying to send a gift or some sort, an angel, a book, a Christmas ornament. Just put your thinking cap on it. And this is so important. When I lost Alex, I had a baby that was stillborn at full term before I had Nikki, 20 months before Nikki was born. And I was just so... every petal was so important to me. Every card, everything. My mom got me these little angel pins. One of my friends got more of me angel pins. I think it was so important. Anytime I come across a mom who I'm really good friends with who loses their child with EB, well, the only time I know now their parents that lost children, it's either they were stillborn, because I went through many support groups with stillborn children, or parents had a child with EB. And so if I was really good friends with them, I would send them a book. I would send them different things, different angels. I remember when Cassie died, I was so upset, and I sent her mom this little angel sleeping in a shell. It was just so, I saw it and I thought of her. It means so much to people when you realize it. Even a Christmas ornament, like I mentioned, my sister cross-stitched a little cross ornament of a little angel, and to me it was just everything, and so Just put your thinking cap on it. Just something that reminds them of their baby. They'll be forever grateful to you. I promise. I promise. I still remember, and it's been 20 some years for me. So, okay, number 2. Don't expect them to get over it. I know. The loss of a child, whether an adult child or an infant, is not something you get over. It is something you learn to live with. And it is very true. This is something that I experienced personally, because even just after a few months after Alex's death, I've still had people saying, you're still upset. And I'm like, I'm always going to be upset. I mean, it's been 26 years for me. I don't cry every day. I'm not upset. I can laugh. It's normal. But come when it arrives this time of his birthday, what would have been his birthday, March 1st. And it's weird. It's almost my soul, like my soul knows it. My soul knows it. And so I always have to, you know, remember it. One thing I did that some people might like. I don't know where I got into the idea, but on Alex's first birthday in heaven, I sent out a card to all my friends and families, and inside I put a little packet of forget-me-not seeds. And so I actually had a friend of mine who took a photo of the forget-me-nots that came out of those seeds. So isn't that wonderful? So anyway, so that's some ideas for you. All right, 3. Don't ask what you can do for them or tell them to call you. They won't. Pick up the phone and call, or pick up a thing to do for them and do it. Bring dinner, mow the lawn, make a contribution to the funeral or medical bills, help clean the house, run errands for them, anything really. I was just really lucky that my mom was there. My mom lives in Italy with my whole family. But she had come because that was going to be my first baby, and then Alex was stillborn, and I remember just not wanting to get up. Not wanting to get up. I was just in bed, and what's the point of me getting up in bed? It's just... But my mom would come in with a little espresso, with my little cookies for breakfast. Come on, get up, And so you have to understand that it's such a shock. I mean, even though maybe their child had been sick for years, and they have that in the back of their head, that their child days were numbered, or years were numbered. When it actually does happen, all you want to do is cry. All you want to do is just curl up into a ball and just not come out. And so to have somebody there to come and bring you dinner, to come and, hey, I thought you might be out of whatever, or give them a gift, anything really. I remember one gift that I thought was kind of weird, but it really helped me, was somebody brought me a plant, like a little flower plant. And just to keep something alive just meant a lot to me. I know everybody's different, but I thought that was kind of interesting and cute. So that's that. Number 4, listen. The best gift you can give a grieving parent is your listening ear. Let them express their feelings, the questions, the disbelief, the anger, the pain, and even the guilt they may be experiencing. And this is not something you can chime in and have a conversation if you've never lost a child. So just sit there and listen. I had a friend who were pregnant at the same time, and she had the baby, and I did not, of course. Well, I did, but it's just mine was 6 feet under. And so she came over to see me, and she just held my hand. I'm like, tell me everything. And that meant a lot to me. So when later on she came by my store, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. When she came on later, months later with the baby, I wanted to hold her, and I wanted to, I just... Sometimes little things mean so much. Just listening is a lot. Let them vent. Be there for them, basically. Yeah. All right, number 5. Don't avoid them like the plague. You cannot catch their bad luck. Invite them to lunch. Take them to the movies. Go to the mall with them. Let them talk and cry. They need you. And this is so true. There comes a point where they feel so alone, like they're, the hands of fate has just, did this to me, and now I lost all my friends because of it, because nobody wants to come near me because they think, oh, she's going to cry the whole time. And, and she may, but at the same time, you need to be there for them. It is something so important for people to know, you know, I am here for you, because you would want them to be there for you, so very important. Number 6. Okay, this is my personal favorite. Go to the funeral. You have no idea how important that is. It does not matter what you have to cancel or if you have to take part of the day off from work. It's 2 hours of your day they will forever be grateful to you for. Yes, I, when you have a stillborn baby, the last thing you think about that you're going to have a funeral at the end of your pregnancy. And so just the fact that all these people came, my Lamaze instructor came, my aunt from New Mexico came, all these people came, and then there was this one person, I won't mention his name, who didn't come because they said, oh, it was just too sad. I mean, really, of course it's sad. This is part of life, death is part of life. But losing a child is something that that parent is never going to forget. You cannot have another baby. Yeah, you can have another baby, but it's never going to replace the baby you lost. And so, yeah, go to the funeral, please. Just do it. If you can, unless you're out of state, and, if you can, if you find a way around it, please do it. Number 7, recognize that grieving has no time limit and varies from individual to individual in the way they express their grief and the time requires to stabilize. I think for me, it took me on and off about a year. I want to say the 4 months, 3-4 months were really, really hard. I remember driving, I went back to work, and so driving to work, it would take me 45 minutes, and so I wouldn't even put my makeup on. I would have my little makeup bag, and I would just cry the whole way to work, just to get it all out, just get it out. And I get to work, and I just, and because I worked in retail, I was manager of a retail store. And so I had to look presentable. I was in touch with a lot of people. And so when I went back to work a month after Alex died March 1st. I went back to work, I think it was April 10th or so. And one of my, not right away, maybe the second week I was back, a group of moms came in with newborns. And I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I was glad I was not alone, because I told my assistant manager, okay, I'm going to be in the back. When they leave, let me know. I'll come right back out. It's you can't help it. You can't help it. And I know everybody's different in this. I just felt the need to memorialize my baby. I felt the need to save this and that, had to keep a diary. I mean, everybody's different. I've had some friends who completely just took it off their mind, and maybe that worked for them. It wouldn't have worked for me. I've had friends who do fundraisers on their birthday. And what are you doing, Kitty? I can't. There's not something I could do. Everybody's different. I respect everybody's grief. Everybody grieves in their own different way, because we're all different people. We may look alike, There could be another blonde out there from Italy, but she's going to grieve differently, So, anyway. Okay, Kitty. Just get out of there, please. Okay. All right. Finally, number 8. Like I just said, respect their grief. Treat the parents and give them the same sympathy that you would show for the death of an older child. When you have a stillborn baby, People never see the baby, people never spent time with them or played with them or nothing, and so they don't see it. It goes right from belly to a coffin, and so it's easy for people to discard that loss, you know. um and this is of course not true um for older children. um and I feel immensely sad when an older child dies, and especially if it's unexpected. They're doing okay, even maybe they have a condition, maybe they have EB or whatever their condition is. They're doing well, and then they die within 48 hours. I was so shocked when Cassie died within that 48 hours. She got I don't know, what she got, a pneumonia or something, and she was gone, and I was so shocked. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Basically, be there for other parents that lose a child, other parents that in your similar shoes that eventually child. And that's all I have for you today. I hope I helped somebody, and if you could please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell, like the video if you liked it, if it's important to you, and I'll see you next time with more important info and hopefully helpful information for you. Thank you. Bye bye.